Hey everyone, it's Tiffany here, and today I'm going to show you some denim, and the first few pairs I'm showing you are from Agolde, and I ordered them through Revolve, which have such a great selection, and shopping with them has always been such a good experience. Sizing and measurements are listed below as always, so let's dive in. Starting with this pair, it's called the Cherie high-rise straight. This is a high-rise straight leg pant with a fly zip. It's quite long on me and would require some hemming if I wanted to wear flats, but if I wanted to wear them with heels, then I think the length would probably be fine. I really like the raw hem detail, and the color is in Merit and a really wearable muted blue shade with light fading. If you guys have watched my videos before, you'll know that one of the issues I have when shopping for bottoms is a waist gap. So if you have a bigger hip to waist ratio, you might want to try one of the other styles I'm going to show you later in this video, but if not, then I think this one would be a really great pair. The next ones are these pinch waist high-rise kick in the color Riptide, and these are the lightest wash that I'm going to try today for you guys. These are a super high waist on me, which I really like. They are straight-legged and fitted around the thigh area, and they hit me right at the ankle. It's also a zip fly for those of you who aren't a fan of button fly closures, so that's also a plus. They also fit at the waist really well without a waist gap, and has some subtle distressing along the hem and back pockets that add a nice touch. I'll also note that I did try on the 90s pinch waist as well, but those run a bit larger and they didn't fit me the same way in the waist as it did for this pair. This one is the Jamie High Rise in the Spectator color. They're a full length on me with rips and distressing on both knees. Getting straight into the fit, these didn't work for my body type because it has quite a bit of room at the waist, and the hips and thigh area were quite tight fitting with zero stretch. However, I will say that Agolde does one of the best rips and distressing, especially for short girls. They're actually at where my knees are, whereas other brands typically fall below the knees or just in awkward positions. The next two styles I'm showing you are the Riley high-rise straight crop, and the first pair is in this shade Endeavor. After looking at the footage, I think these might be the most flattering pair, and it makes sense because this style is one of their best sellers, and I've seen them on Naomi Boyer here on YouTube. If you guys know her, I'm sure you do. These have a button fly closure, light fading and whiskering, and it's really comfortable around the hip area down the leg with a more relaxed fit. And let me just say how perfect the crop length is on these without any alterations needed. I'm 5'1" for reference if this is your first time on this channel. I like these because they're not as distressed as the Jamie pair with just the rips on one leg, so a little more versatile in that way. On the waist there is a slight gap for me, but it's not as bad as the other pairs I've shown you, so not a deal breaker. These are another pair of Riley high rise in a washed black denim. The first thing that drew me to this pair was the cutout rips at the knee. It's a little more raw and edgy, which I love, and I don't have any denim like this in my wardrobe, so I think this one would be a really great addition. And again, it perfectly lines up with my knees, which maybe doesn't seem like a big deal, but it kind of is if you're on the shorter side and you've struggled with buying bottoms that fit. Now, even though this is also the Riley high rise, it fits a little differently from the previous pair. The waist is quite a bit looser and the length is slightly longer, and they're also not as wide. Overall, I really like these, and I can see myself styling this with a simple t-shirt or worn with sneakers, sandals, or even heels if I wanted to dress it up a bit. The next pair is likely the coolest pair and most on trend, I'd say, and they're the 90s mid-rise loose. I really like the looser, baggier fit, but I don't think it works for all body types. I'd love to be able to pull these off, however, since I'm on the shorter side, it's not the most flattering, but I still wanted to give them a try and show them to you guys. I love the wide leg and how much room it offers around the hips, so it doesn't feel constricting and really comfortable to wear. The rips again on the knees are so beautifully done, and by now you guys can probably guess what the issue is with these on me. I believe these are supposed to fit slightly lower as a mid-rise, but for them to work on my body type, I'd need them to sit a bit higher on my waist, so once I do pull them up, you can see how much room there is. So if you're looking into these, I think you could likely go down a size, but stick to your true to size if you want them to be a bit baggier where they'll sit lower on the waist. I also think in general, all the Agolde denim in the 90s fit are going to just run a bit bigger. Since we're on the topic of Agolde, I'm also going to show you guys quickly 2 pairs of skinny jeans I've owned, and I believe they're called Sophie. I don't know if the exact ones are still available anymore, but I'll link something similar below. Skinny jeans aren't really trending these days, but if you are looking for a pair of skinny jeans, these have a mid-rise and has a bit of stretch in them, which adds some comfort. I love the distressing around the hem, and I wore them so much that I also got them in the washed black denim. They are the exact style, but for some reason the black ones fit a bit tighter on me, so I really should have gone up a size, but I really do like them. This one is from Everlane, and I'll just show you guys these really quickly. They're the cheeky jean and the ankle length, and I really like the shape of these. There's just a small waist gap for me, but overall a really classic pair. I do want to try more Everlane pieces in the future, so if you guys have some favorites you think I should try, then leave a comment below. Lastly, I want to show you the Farleigh style from Asos. The ones I have are old, so I don't have the exact lengths, but I'll try to find similar items. These have a high rise that goes above my belly button, and they come in so many different washes. The waist fits great, and I did do a little DIY raw hem on this pair just to get them to the length that I wanted. I also have them in a washed black denim, but I believe these are the mom fit versions because they do taper in a bit at the ankle. The waist on this pair fits a bit more snug, so again, even though it's the same brand and same style, you might find some sizing differences, but for the price of these, I think they're totally worth it and a really great pair to have. That's it for this video. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.